We've been talking a lot about this, the supply chain crisis. It continues. And even as the Biden administration announces some seeming successes, we're still seeing shortfalls of supplies and things you almost wouldn't expect to see a shortfall of. And a record setting 100 ships waiting to get into the port now in Southern California. We want to welcome in a special guest, Shalabh Kumar, billionaire industrialist, also AVG Advanced Technologies Group chairman and Republican Hindu Coalition chairman. Mr. Kumar, I appreciate you being here and I'm excited to get your perspective. Thanks for being with us, sir.
David, thanks for having me here.
So you've got a lot of experience, obviously, in the supply chain sector. Give me just kind of your first thoughts on what we're seeing unfold. This is an ongoing problem. A lot of folks are watching this thing play out, and it's affecting their daily lives. What are your initial reactions?
Well, it is a real problem. I heard Jan Psaki, I guess, talking about Union Pacific Railroad. Let me give you a real issue, real example. We have a container shipment in Illinois sitting between what they call station number 3 and station number 4, now at the same location for the last 12 weeks, and they cannot predict when we would get it. That's what this state of affairs is as far as containers shipping. Yes, there is a problem on the docks, but this is really a self-inflicted wound by the Biden administration. And why I say that? First, they disincentivized workers. Then they made it like a union shop. Everybody knows the whole philosophy of a 1-inch wrench guy versus a half-inch wrench guy. 1-inch wrench guy refuses to tighten a half-inch bolt. So if you're going to have union and not union and non-union workers in the transportation, handling transportation, then you will have that issue. And the biggest one of this is we have allowed CCP to control what's on American shelves because China now is the manufacturing capital, manufacturing center of the entire world. I'm in the electronics business. We are importing $550 billion a year from China and ever increasing. And out of that, 220 billion is from China. And it'll keep on increasing. That's a sad story. This supply chain issue is a blip. We are not going to be talking about this thing a year from now. 3 months, 6 months, it's going to go away. By the way, our freight costs have also gone up 5 to 10 times. Lead times have gone 26 weeks, 52 weeks. So, there is a chaos there, but that will straighten itself out. But our longer-term problem is our trade policy. And actually, the blame is not only on Democrats. The blame is also on both sides, Democrats and Republicans. Between 1998, starting with Clinton, to 2005, in 7 years, my particular industry, electronics industry, lost 500,000 jobs, total overall 4 million jobs, and China waged an unrestricted war on American manufacturing, and it's continuing.
So I kind of want to bring this back as well to how this is going to affect the people watching our broadcast more than just not being able to find stuff on the store shelves. It's going to cost more because I know that the products that usually ship to your company, AVG, by rail and trucks are often in many cases now being flown in, which that's increasing your costs, we are told, by 4 to 5%. I'm going to have a story coming up shortly talking about Procter & Gamble and its increasing shipping costs, and they're trying to get these things here. Those costs are going to have to be passed on to somebody, and it's going to have to be the consumer at some point.
That is correct. And actually, it's not 4 to 5%. Our shipment by, let's say, a train or by trucks, as compared to shipment by air is 5 times more, not just 4 to 5 times. We are now getting everything aired in.
You know, I was going
So
to
the
also tell
cost
you,
is increasing.
right before I went on the air here, we got an email from an organization talking about a new poll that came out by the Convention of States in partnership with the Trafalgar Group, basically talking about supply chain issues. And their new poll just out this morning shows that 53.7, so 54% of Americans say they have personally encountered delays or shortages while trying to purchase common consumer products. It's, as you said, a problem that is not going away soon. I appreciate your time, Shalabh Kumar. I'm glad you were here, and we appreciate your perspective on this important matter facing our country. Thank you, sir.